Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Going up top. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Right on target this time. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they break the seal on the scoring.
Defense has got to do a better job of crowding this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. Then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now on the option. Quick toss. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. There's a better play there by the defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He looks that one in nicely. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great and quarterback receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the run, still looking. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man. Your run.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Nothing but green ahead. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
To the ground with the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. on the option. He'll pitch it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a...
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year, we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Indiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The ball back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He makes a catch. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa. Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Oh, they blocked it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pumps it downfield. Finds a man on the right. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position. Go make some things happen. Force some turnovers. Play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. right down the middle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
To the air on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. This time it's complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Gets it out fast. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now second and goal.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense out.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're You're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
The give to the back. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Ducks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Hayes. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator.
And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick six.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. Got it back on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 41, Iowa 27.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Rides to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks there last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
Iowa offense will take over first and 10.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Trying play action. He unleashes a long one. And it's caught inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gain of 21 on the play. First and goal, Iowa.
And the Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the option. The pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. On the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much. Touchdown, Hawkeye! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Number 9 in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. It back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Dances away. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Quarterback now breaking the field. It's complete on the right side. Bulldozes him. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Iowa.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And back to the air on second down. This time he's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. Afterburners coming. Touchdown Ducks! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's going to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the right. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Hawkeye. A great catch and run for 6.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
If they knock through the extra point, we'll be all tied up close to halftime. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's complete, a huge pickup. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Throws to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd down, going up top. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with the lone back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
3rd down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. They're testing the right side here. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.